Horrible Bosses
Yes,
one, right?
yes, I did. I loved it.
You have any horrible bosses in your past?
I was gonna say not here.
No, it's wonderful here.
My boss is he's standing right there too.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
He's on his phone over there. I don't know what he's doing.
I'll tell you what's wonderful. Horrible Bosses 2 is really pretty good, man. I saw it, I liked it a lot, and it opens today. Opens today. My kids saw it last night. They loved it. Check it out. See what you think.
Every week, we like to highlight local inventors and entrepreneurs. What is it that inspired three regular Joes to go into business for yourselves?
Well, we were all working at pretty terrible jobs for some awful bosses, and we just thought if we ever got a chance to be our own bosses, that we'd do things differently.
Yeah, we came up with the shower buddy.
I'm sorry, that name's not official yet. I wanted the shower daddy.
Shower daddy is worse on pretty much every level, so.
Why would your buddy be in the shower with you?
Why would your dad?
Okay, it gets crazy. So they don't have bosses anymore, so they became entrepreneurs. They have an invention, and of course, these guys you're looking at now, Christoph Waltz, is a bad guy. He's stealing the invention idea, so these guys think maybe they should, well, they tried murder last time, that didn't work out, so this time they tried kidnapping. Oh, that's right, it has two P's. They tried kidnapping. So this is what the whole film is about. It is funny. Jennifer Aniston is hilarious in it. Boy, she has got a potty mouth on her you can't believe. But when I talked to her, we talked a little bit about that. You know that invention you always dreamed up that you wish you'd made, then somebody else makes it right after you? That's what we talked about.
It did happen to me. I actually had the idea for the when we were switching from BlackBerry to iPhone, because I was very much addicted to my keyboard on my BlackBerry, and so the iPhone was a tough. Can I probably not say any of these? Anyway, I thought, the Mofis, the chargers.
Yeah.
I said, just put a BlackBerry key on the Mofi, and then you'll charge it, and you've got your keyboard, and then a year later,
Who did it? Somebody
Ryan
did it.
Seacrest.
Makes you mad? There you go. Ryan Seacrest.
Again?
He needs the money, though.
That's right, I know. So we'll give it to him.
We'll give it to him.
How do you like her?
Oh, I mean, I tell you, you're used to Jennifer Aniston on Friends. Then you go to Horrible Bosses, and all of a sudden you're seeing her in a totally different light. It's a character that it's kind of cool. It kind of draws you in because the whole character is just so edgy, and like you said, the whole potty mouth thing. And the second movie is going to be even
Wait till
more
you see this one.
interesting.
You've probably liked her a lot. Maybe her coiffure, huh?
Loved. What did you say?
Her hair.
Oh, well, of course, she really paved the way for all women to have all kinds of different haircuts, But I love her, and I feel like she's always stuck to that character on Friends, Rachel. So it's good to be able to let her let loose and see her in a different
She's cool.
light.
So you're a Charlie Day fan, right?
He is hysterical.
Jason
Do you like
Bateman,
him?
Jason
I love
Sudeikis.
him.
They were a lot of fun. So anyhow, I told them, I said, when I came out of this thing, it's like you guys are like the Three Stooges, the new Three Stooges.
I would say that you're probably Mo, I would be Larry, and you would be Curly. Yeah. Would you think?
I think that's
Does that make
pretty
sense?
close, yeah.
something like
So
that.
what makes these guys stick together? Because I'm watching this after a while, I figure, man, these guys might be better off not be hanging out together.
That's a good point.
But nobody else wants to hang out with them, so they're
That's
all
what it is.
all they have.
Did I mumble that in the first one? So I'm like, I need better friends.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just my internal monologue.
Yeah.
Going through every scene.
You know what it's like. They probably grew up together, and then you're locked in.
Yeah.
You can't walk away
Right.
from your old pals.
It's the only phone numbers we have memorized. And actually, no, we don't. That's gone.
That's gone. Nobody does that.
Hey, so everyone's been through that thing where they say like I should invent something, or like they should make something that's like this, and then you never do anything about it, but then somebody does, and you say I thought of that already. Did that ever happen to you guys with anything you think about?
Yeah. Space travel,
Computer. Missed that one.
the iPod, the second one, not the first one. That was dog. The second one was a touch screen, not the click wheel.
And the airplane.
Yeah.
And the aeroplane.
That one hurt.
That was you, right?
Yep.
I love the way you guys.
My
roll.
wings moved though.
Yeah. It was the metal flapping.
Went with the chalk.
It's terrific, man. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Browns.
Funny guys, huh? They just
love them.
they just roll with it. Okay, so that's the funny movie. Go see that one.
Right.
This is another movie. This is a movie they're going to talk about Oscar season. We were talking about loving the Oscars and that sort of thing. It's called The Theory of Everything. Check it out.
It's called motor neuron disease. Life expectancy is 2 years.
I want us to be together for as long as we've got.
It'll affect everything.
You don't realize what lies ahead. This is going to be a very heavy defeat.
But I love him. And he loves me. We're going to fight this illness together.
He has pneumonia. The only way he will survive will be to give him a tracheotomy. He will never speak again.
Yes, he will.
My name is Stephen Hawking.
It's American.
Is that a problem?
So Eddie Redmayne, he plays Stephen Hawking, and this is an incredible movie, an incredible performance. You may remember him, he was the soldier in Les Miserables, and he was terrific in that, but in this, it's an amazing thing to watch, and Stephen Hawking is still alive. His ex-wife, that's his ex-wife, is still alive. I mean, this guy, when this guy
Wait.
couldn't move and couldn't talk, he actually got a divorce, he got a new girlfriend.
This is I didn't realize they got divorced. You kidding me? After all this, they went through together?
Check it out, it's crazy. So I talked to Eddie up at the Toronto Film Festival. We were talking about how intimidating it must be to play this guy, meet this guy.
How intimidating was it to meet Stephen?
Yeah, it was pretty terrifying. Not gonna lie. It was like I had spent 6-7 months researching him, looking up documentary material, reading as much as I could, looking at old photographs, and then to finally meet him, I suffer from verbal diarrhea, and it takes Stephen a while now because he can only use this muscle to communicate, so it takes him a while to speak. So I basically just ended up vomiting forth information about Stephen Hawking to Stephen Hawking. But he was very kind and very funny and gave me some wonderfully insightful information. So.
You're going to like this movie.
Yeah, and I'm a big science guy, as you know, and I've read all of Stephen Hawking's books, and if you have a chance, on more of a science note, read his book that came out in 1990, Brief History of Time. It talks about physics and all this sort of thing on a very watered-down level, but at the beginning, he talks about his graduate days and the time when he found out he had the disease and how he was able to adapt to it, which would lead great into this movie.
Well, Felicity Jones plays the wife, and that's the only reason that he survived beyond that those 2 years, and this is how he really came to greatness, and that's what we talked about.
I feel like she was his way of communicating to the world, and it was amazing how strong she had to be physically as well, that she would, before Stephen had nursing care, Jane would be literally lifting Stephen up, lifting him, taking him to the bathroom, and the closeness of that relationship was incredible.
Was there an intimidation the first time you met her or talked to her?
It's so intimidating. I mean, I just think I cannot believe what it must be like to have someone playing you. It must be so frightening. But she's so open and she's so supportive of the film. And she would actually, I went to her house. She was she's very enthusiastic. She has a very fast, quick mind. Very sort of just an openness of heart, and I wanted to try and bring that quality into the film.
So one of the things I really found interesting, he's got a new wife, she has a new husband, and he, after he contracted his illness, had 4 children. So he knows how to make everything in the universe work.
Evidently.
It's going to be an amazing movie. You're kind of breaking my heart. I really didn't realize they were divorced. It's kind of a sad ending to a love story, but it's still amazing to see them go through that process together.
It's terrific. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, absolutely. This one, a whole bunch of other movies coming out. This one comes out when? A couple weeks?
It comes out Friday.
Friday, okay.
Okay, do you like Italian food?